want to see my appearance in it, but yeah.
All
I was
right.
like, well, if we're gonna record it, I need a shower, but okay. So I'm trying to pull this up. Okay, so obviously you guys all know that conference is next week. I think that me, Ashley, and Cassandra's mom are like the only people going, which like makes me want to like cry. But
Is Catherine going?
no.
Yeah, she's not.
She said that Donald is deploying that weekend and she doesn't think she'll be able to go.
Oh, why Kenya's going?
Oh,
Kenya's going.
yay!
Yeah.
Well, I know Erica Brown might be going too. She lives like within 3 hours, but she was like waiting to see money wise. But I think that registration closes in like this weekend, doesn't it?
I thought it closed at the end of September, but I could be wrong.
It did, but then I saw she extended it, so I didn't know if it was like any longer. So, anyways, okay. Well, I'm glad that she's going. So if you don't already know, this is mainly for like Jennifer and stuff. They do have a 99. That reminds me, I need to get David's guest pass back. I completely forgot to put in a support ticket for that because I like paid for David to go and he's not going. So I hope I can get that back. But there is a $99 digital conference ticket that you can buy, so you can stream the entire thing live, and so you'll be there for every announcement, everything. But I know that that's $100, so if you can't afford that, of course I'm going to be like texting in the group chat like dying, crying. So I will obviously keep everyone updated with all of the updates and announcements and all of the things that get launched.
Oh
And
my God, I'm so excited.
I know, and I know that y'all been seeing people's stuff. I know that there's stuff that we don't even know about. So
yes, that's what I'm more excited about because, like, I think everybody assumes the palettes, the lipsticks, like we know about the lip mask, like we know these. So I'm like, oh my gosh, what do we know? What do we not know about?
Yeah. I did learn though. I don't know if I'm supposed to tell you guys this, but I did learn. I will tell you guys the things that I don't know if I'm supposed to tell you. I already know that health and wellness is in the works. So like next year, like we will have health and wellness products, and they're going to be a lot more of like, obviously I don't know all of the details, and I'm sure Melissa doesn't even yet, but we do know it's going to be a lot of products focusing on like kind of beauty from within. So like
I heard collagen was probably going to be one of the
collagen is
first ones.
definite, and stuff like that. So that'll be really exciting. I was gonna say something else about conference. I don't know what it was, but yeah, I'll keep you guys updated with all of that. And if I have any recommendation, if you're not going, it does not matter. Blast the shit out of your social media about it, because that intrigues people so much. Like I never went to an event before Napa. Like I've been in network marketing for almost 3 years. I'd never went to an event before Napa, and it was kind of work to like remind myself to actually like even be posting, because I was like having so much fun. But I don't think I've ever gotten as many potentials in like a weekend as I did, or I guess it was technically during the week, but like people just being like, hey, what do you do? Because I was literally in Napa Valley, California, which I'd never even been in California in my life, for this trip. And so even though you're not there, that shows people that you can go on a, trip to Texas. You can, and you have this cool event where, you're getting recognized and you're dancing with your friends and stuff like that. So even my point in that was, even when I was like not going to events in my other social media or in my other like companies, I would post them on my social media and be like, oh my God, look at like, my girl so-and-so doing this or whatever. And so you can even like screenshot my stuff and be like, hey, look at Sierra doing this. Like, this is my leader doing this. And like, I almost guarantee you it'll grab attention. So definitely just take advantage of that. Even if you're not there, it doesn't matter. Talk about it. Show people what Bellamy is about and how this is our first conference ever. And that's really exciting that regardless of you not being there, you get to be in the company for that. So That's super exciting. And two things about what was posted today. There's an opportunity event tomorrow, and it is going over the potential that you can that anyone can earn in their first, I guess, 88 days left in the year and on to the new year. But really, technically, they could earn more, right? I mean, someone really could come in tomorrow and hit platinum by the end of the year. That's totally doable. And they would be earning.
And also, those numbers is like the bare minimum.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, like,
they can't, predict what our like enroller shares are going to be, what the corporate shares are going to be. So like that's like the bare minimum. Somebody could come in and do way more, especially with all of our products that are going to be announced this month. Yeah. Our sales are going to be way higher, so those corporate shares are going to be higher.
Right, exactly. So I forgot what I was saying. So someone really could come in and by the end of the year earn over $70,000 in bonuses. It's not just 7. So keep that in mind. 7 is extremely realistic, especially for someone who has maybe not done network marketing before. I bit my tongue earlier and it's like so swollen. It's like when it hits my tooth, it hurts so bad. But anyways, or someone who maybe has, but isn't ready to hit platinum. Like I'm not hitting platinum tomorrow. So, I'm just saying, so that 7,000 is definitely attainable for anyone. So that is the call tomorrow night. So if you have any potentials in Glambella Tribe chat, I sent the link earlier, just scroll up and it's a Zoom register link. And then you can type in their email and their first name and last name in there, and they're going to get an email before tomorrow night, before it starts. So that's a really good thing to invite potentials to, because they're going to hear about the opportunity. They're going to hear what we're about, our products that we already have, the products that we're about to launch, and then, of course, the money side, which is what a lot of people come in for. And then there's also some story graphics on there that you can use on your Instagram as well.
Yeah, and AJ said that once you put in their email to register for them for the event, they will get follow-up emails as well, like after the event. So once their email is put in there, they'll also be getting follow-up. So it kind of like does the work for you, right? As far as that goes, they'll keep continuously see.
Yeah. And I think about that all the time. Like, I'm not down in any other companies, but like, y'all know I'm a product lover. So I do order from other companies. Like I order shampoo from Monet. I order the Happy Coffee. Like I've ordered almost something from literally every company out there. But I do love, like, when you get a customer, obviously they put their email in, and I love our emails. I think they're so pretty. I think they're like when I read them, I'm like, man, that makes me want to order. And when I look at other companies' emails, sometimes they're just not as like cute. So anyways, it's exciting to get emails because AJ does a really, really, really good job with those. So.
Yeah.
Other thing is I know I tagged you, Jennifer, in it, but if anyone else wants to watch it, Jan did redo the live today on Going Director and all of that good stuff. And then I was trying to find this. Why can't I even find Bella Boss Babes right now? Of course, the onboarding live was done last night, which was very good, especially for some general information if you have not watched that. Yeah, I think it was really good. I've been in Bellamy for over a year, and I thought it was really good for me to watch just to remind myself of all the basics, all of the things that are important, especially like mindset and stuff like that. And I was trying to talk about Jan's, but hers is about Going Director and kind of tying in that money and what you and people that you're bringing in can earn and how to kind of do that together. I watched part of it earlier, but I got to finish watching that.
Oh, and Tracy's live is really good too.
Oh, yeah,
I have not caught it. I love her.
I know. I died when Felicia met her in Napa, but
oh my gosh.
I thought Felicia was gonna like attack her and kiss her face. But Tracy is awesome. So if you see any of her lives in Bella Boss Babes, I highly recommend them. But the one that got shared and I sent in the group chat yesterday about the overnight success mindset, I think was really good, especially if you've been in network marketing for any amount of time. It's really good to hear because there, you know, we do sit here and we watch other people's success stories, and some people grow faster, some people stay in the same spot forever, you know, and it's just nice to hear you're on a journey and you're where you are for a reason. And she just does a really good she just speaks to the soul. She really does. Like, just her tone of voice and everything, like, I don't know, she's just one of those people that, like, I could listen to all day. So I definitely recommend watching that. There's so many good things. Also, I'm not going to say that I'm going to do a training every day, but this is what I had thought about texting you earlier, Felicia, and I told you I forgot. Thought about it earlier, and I meant to tell you again, but mom brain. Oh my God, the top seller of DreamLuxe sold 38. 38.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to hop on, because I was on the Platinum chat and they had Jamie Cohn talking about how she did, because she did like 36 DreamLuxes, and she was just talking about how, like, she just talked to everybody that she's ever talked about the business about. Even people that weren't interested, she would just, like, reach out to them and be like, you know, I know you weren't interested in the main skincare line, but, like, this product is, if you try one, you have to try this one. It's amazing. It's legit fire. Like, da da da. And she just reached out to, like, she said she reached out to like over 150 people and she got 36 sales. So she was saying that just to, like, give the picture of, like, you can't talk to 40 people and expect 36 sales. Like, it's going to take 150 people to do that.
Or just like you were saying, like, how she reached out to people and how she was, I mean, and she was probably scared to do it, you know, like, she was reaching out to people who, like, probably turned her down at one point. You can't just sit on social media and scroll and like people's pictures and expect to get 36 sales. Like, that's not it's not going to happen.
Nope. And building relationships. She said she really worked hard on building her relationships so that when she did reach out to these people, it wasn't awkward. It wasn't like, oh, I haven't talked to this person in like 6 weeks and now I'm going to ask her for a sale. It was people that she was really talking to and building that relationship every single day. So when she did reach out to them, it wasn't awkward and they did want to help her because they built that relationship.
Right. And that's something I wanted to talk about too. I think that I pretty much covered all of the announcements that I wanted to kind of go over and just that stuff. But I gotta get my water. But I'm gonna talk about how I pulled out $2,900 in volume.
Yes.
Hold on. Let me grab my water. Okay. So, I'm like so dehydrated. So, I don't know. That's where I'm gonna start. I'm just kidding. So I will say that I tell everyone this, and I've been like on it. Like, when I enroll someone new, I'm like, this is the key. It's samples. I promise. Like, I don't know if, like, you need to take out a second mortgage to buy I'm just kidding. Don't do that. If you need a strip to buy samples, no, seriously, but I have samples on hand. So if you ever cannot afford samples and you need them, I will literally send them out for you. Like, I buy samples like they're going out of stock, just because this is why. So I always have samples on hand, and I have spent, I don't know, like, I'm trying to think. I mean, I haven't had I could probably go back in my back office right now, but sales have been pretty, like, down for me the past few months. Like, it's not been, like, I've had a lot of interest, but I haven't necessarily had a lot of luck with signing people. But regardless, I have gotten out samples. Like, I've gotten out over 20 a month, like, period. There's not been one month that I've gotten out less than 20. And I think that that's all new people. On occasion, I will send someone double if they, like, ask for them, if they, like, had, like, a lot of redness and they want to see if it'll like get better. Like I might send them out more, or you know, there's certain circumstances where I'll send more if if I think it's a strong potential. But I've spent months getting samples out where I haven't seen the benefit of that, and so it kind of in the meantime it felt like, oh, I'm getting these samples out, but like I don't feel like I'm getting orders, right? And it's the same situation with kind of building relationships, just like she was saying, she really focused on building relationships for months. I have been focusing so hard on building relationships because, most of y'all know, like I was in my first company was It Works. And so like, that's a company that really teaches you to cold message. And like, I was never really taught how to actually get to know someone, how to comment on their post genuinely, how to, I didn't just think of people as price tags because I'm not that type of person, but I didn't know how to show someone that I didn't think they were a price tag, if that makes sense. And when I joined my next company, I did know that I was using attraction marketing. Like I knew that I was posting, but I didn't know there was a disconnect because I was not learning how to build relationships. I still was not putting in the work of where they say, building relationships. Like I didn't know how, and I wasn't being taught how. And so that's something I really want to focus on with this whole team, is how to properly build relationships and what you should be doing daily. And so I'm going to get to that in a second, but my tongue hurts so bad. But for months, just like the samples, summer's just not a good time for sales because people are traveling, people are at the beach, people are not spending money on a lot of things. And so I think for the past 3 years I've been in social selling, like the summer months just aren't always good months for sales. But I was building relationships non-stop for the past few months. Like even when my volume wasn't great, even when we had, I've lost half of my team this month, like in this past month. Even when people were walking away, I never stopped getting on social media and interacting, especially with the same people that I interact with every day. Because of course, if you watch Instagram stories, those same people are popping up every single day. And so of course I show love to you guys. And then I go through, like one, for instance, a lot of you follow her or whatever, but her name is Sierra and she has a DIY account. And we're like literally like the same person. We have so much in common, and we talk all the time. So like she's someone I know that I'm going to interact with every single day. She's not in network marketing. She's not on this team. And as you start building relationships, of the people like that. And I actually had one who she actually has not bought from me, but I am going to get up the guts. I actually think I'm going to do it tonight, and I'm going to message her and offer her samples. So there you go. There's my big balls moment. And I think I'm going to do that tonight. So there's this one girl who I actually, Jennifer's a good example. I just sent samples to her in my boutique order. Like I hadn't talked to her about the business or anything, but we interacted all the time. Like I always interacted with her posts. I love her posts. I think she's so cute. Like always has good outfits. I love interacting with her. And so like I sent her samples with a boutique order, and she came out of nowhere wanting information about the opportunity. And then this girl that I met when me and David first started dating, she was dating someone of like David's friends or something. And so we had went out together, but I didn't really know her. But I always interact on her stuff. She's pregnant right now. Like I always like her pics, comment on them, that type thing. And all of a sudden one day she messaged me about, she actually messaged me about the Louis Vuitton bags. And then she messaged me, the next day or something, and was like, I want skincare. Did not ever even try a sample, and ordered, I don't think she ordered eye cream, but she ordered cleanser, serum, and moisturizer. So out of nowhere, just because I've interacted with her for so long, and she's like, I've been watching all your skincare stuff. Like, I trust you enough. Like, I'm ordering it. I don't even want samples. So like I said, I met her when David and I first started dating. So I've probably followed her on Instagram for, 2 years now. and interacted with her that long. And so she's been watching every company I've been with, every post, all the posts that I've been making. And so, I mean, of course, that goes into being consistent as well. So it just shows you that building those relationships, even when you feel like it's not paying off, like for the past few months when I felt like it wasn't really, my business wasn't doing a lot in terms of sales or, my, I don't know, my interaction on my Instagram stories have been not good lately, but even when,
amazing.
Well, you get it, girl. But
mine has never been good. So
but it's funny, like even when you feel it's not good, I pulled out more customers than I ever have in my life. So like it's just one of those things where you can't always focus on that. You just have to focus on your business, being consistent, building relationships, getting out samples. And I really do just think samples just make all the difference, because you do have those people who will jump on a 45-day money back guarantee. I will. I mean, if someone can talk me into a product, I'm going to buy it. And if I have a 45-day money back guarantee, like I'll trust that. But some people don't. Some people aren't like that. And so I posted those reviews that I got the other day. Like almost literally every single person I send samples to, I get a review like that. And so I think the moment people feel that on their skin and the difference within only 1 to 2 uses, they know that they want that skincare. You know what I mean? And so I think it's really, really worth it for you to invest in samples. That made me think of something. I also think that I've gotten a lot better feedback from people and customers since I started sending out 2 strips instead of 1. So I used to send out 1 because it obviously that saves you money. But I think people being able to get like 2 full days out of it or more, like I had this one girl make it last for like eternity. I don't even know how much, I don't even know how she got it spread on her face, because I think she made it last for like 6 days. But anyway, she like however long they can make it last is fine. But getting that 2 full days out of it at least, I think that really gives people a good indication whether they're gonna want it. And I think the other thing is getting used to kind of talking to people. I saw that.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll restart if we need to, but I'm just gonna say this and then I'm gonna see if y'all have any questions. But I forgot what I was saying. Like completely forgot. I don't know what I was saying. But while we have 9 minutes, I'm going to go over something real quick because Jennifer was asking about recruiting. So I was telling her in my audio that that I sent her. Oh, that reminds me, audio your customers. If you can get used to that, I swear it will make the biggest difference. Audio potential partners, audio potential customers, and it does take practice. You literally, when people started audio, when I was back with my first company, like I literally could not get the hang of it. I couldn't do it. I felt stupid. Like I felt like I sounded horrible. And 2 years later, like I've been practicing, and now it's like I feel weird to text someone. And like if you just have to start. It's almost just like starting the opportunity, right? Just start. And I promise that you'll get used to it, and it'll benefit you because people will be able to hear your excitement, hear how confident you are in the products. And I think that makes a difference as well. So real quick on recruiting. First, I want to go over this with you guys because I haven't been wanting to like post about it a lot in the chats, just because we have a lot of people who aren't actually in Bellamy anymore. And I really kind of just want to make a new chat, to be honest. I want to make a whole new damn Tim page. But
we've already been through this once. I've been thinking the same thing.
I know. Well, we go through so many phases. But like Jan says, it's peaks and valleys, and when you stand back, you're going to see a really beautiful mountain range. Anyways, so first of all, you guys, Klarna is an awesome resource to use. It is an app, and it can set up a payment plan for someone. And so you can use this for customers and partners. Basically, I'm pretty sure you can shop through like any link ever, but you can give them your Bellamy link and they can put that straight into the Klarna app. They're going to go through the checkout process just like normal. It's going to bring up the Bellamy website or your link, your website, and then they can pick out their products. They can pick out their join option, kit, whatever. And then it's going to break it down into 4 separate payment options for them. So they're going to pay 25%. It can be any total. It does not matter. They're going to pay 25% the day they purchase. And then it's going to set up a payment plan for them to pay the remaining 25 percentages over the next 3 months. So I don't know the exact time frame. I really need to like play with it. I don't know like exactly how many weeks or whatever, but it'll tell them that. And I did not know that. I think I just learned that you can like not like some people I don't think that it'll do it for. I don't know if it has to do with like how much, I don't like maybe if you have like no money in your bank account, I really don't know. But it doesn't have anything to do with your credit or anything like that. Like there's no credit checks or anything like that. So that's a really good option to use, of course, because a lot of times the reason that people are hesitant to order is because of money. The reason people are, hesitant to join is money. So that is a really good thing to offer people. I would just be very cautious of how much you are obviously kind of promoting a deal or like a starting option or something like that, because I don't know the rules of it and I don't want to ruin it for us. So like, it's not like I asked Ellie about it. Ellie said she's not like, it's not anything that we're going to get in trouble for. But there's just certain rules in terms of like, you're technically not even supposed to promote when you do like your personal on incentives. So like unless it's a company incentive, you're not supposed to do it. So, and that's pretty standard for any network marketing company. But it's just kind of one of those things that is like, if they don't see it, they don't say anything type thing. So I don't want us all promoting, oh, get started for $25 today. Eventually someone's gonna be like, what the fuck are they doing? So just keep that in mind. And I would just keep that in your back pocket. I don't really offer that right away, but if someone's like, I don't have the money, then I'm like, hey, let me tell you about this option. You know what I mean? So that's the first thing I think that would really help with recruiting. And then the other thing that has really helped me lately is really just all the things I post on my Instagram story. I think the majority of people that I talk to just come straight from my Instagram story. I post every single time that I don't know, I'm trying to like, obviously I was posting anytime I got customers and partners last month. But I was also posting like, when I got paychecks, when I got, when I'm trying to think, there was something I posted about that like really got attention. It was something that I did. I don't know. I'll have to go back and look on my Instagram. I know we're about to get cut off in a minute. But if you get on your social media and you're showing up daily, building relationships, doing all that, talk about what Bellamy is going to do for you. Talk about why you joined. It does not matter if you haven't even made a paycheck yet. It doesn't matter if you have not done what your why is, what your goal is. I hope it's big enough that none of us have completed it yet. But talk about what it is going to do for you. Whether you want to be a stay-at-home mom, whether you want to retire your husband, whether you have to pay off $100,000 in debt, what is it going to do for you? And not only are you telling your audience, but you're telling the universe that as well. So,
well, I think also don't be scared to share other people's stories. Like if you're a new person, and you see Sierra get a customer, like screenshot it and be like, our team got another customer, you know what I mean? And like,
yeah. And I noticed that
I haven't gotten a paycheck in a while. So like I went to my first month with Bellamy and then my biggest month with Bellamy, and I screenshot what my payments were because I want to do a story of, like, this is what I made, when I first joined, and like, this is what I went up to. And so like, you can get creative with it, share other people's successes, share what you want to do. you know, create that momentum for yourself, even though you may not personally be seeing it, but you can showcase what our team is doing.
Right. And you have to find a balance with being like spammy and not spammy. But I realize that the more I post things like that, the better it is for my business. Like, it might seem like you're being kind of annoying on your stories, or it might seem like you're kind of posting a lot, but as long as you're throwing that stuff in with your regular, if we have to start over, we will. We'll just put back in the thing. But as long as you're throwing it in with your day-to-day activities, like, you know, I'm doing a home reno. So if I'm like posting videos of my home reno, and then I'm getting on and I'm showing Bellamy, and then I'm getting on and showing my son, and then I'm posting something about Bellamy. Like, you want to post multiple things about Bellamy throughout the day. But you also want to be posting about yourself, your life, all the things, because you don't want just someone clicking through and Bellamy, 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 you know. You're a person, you're not Bellamy. So let's hop off of here, and we're going to start it again. So if any of y'all want to hop back on, you can, but I'm just going to talk for a few more minutes, and then we're going to get off anyway. But I at least want to finish the recruiting part, because I feel like we could all benefit from that. So okay. I'll see you guys.